It is with deep sadness that we announce the passing of George Henry Raveling, an American basketball pioneer, visionary, and mentor. Born on June 27, 1937, he passed away peacefully on September 2, 2025, at the age of 88. His death marks the end of an extraordinary journey that spanned decades as a coach, mentor, businessman, and cultural figure. Early life, family background. George Raveling was born and raised in Washington, D.C. His childhood was not easy. His father passed away when George was just 9 years old, and his mother was institutionalized when he was 13. He was then raised largely with the support of his grandmother and caring community members. One of his grandmother's employers helped him enroll at St. Michael's, a Catholic boarding school in Holborn Heights, Pennsylvania. It was there that academics and sports began to shape his life. Surprisingly, George did not even play basketball until 9th grade, but once he discovered the game, it became his lifelong calling. College years, playing career. Raveling attended Villanova University near Philadelphia, where he became a standout basketball player. Known for his exceptional rebounding, he set school records and served as team captain during his senior season. In 1960, he was even selected in the 8th round of the National Basketball Association draft by the Philadelphia Warriors. Although he never played professionally, his heart was already leaning toward coaching and mentoring young athletes. Coaching career beginnings. George's coaching journey started at his alma mater Villanova, where he became an assistant coach. Later, in 1969, he joined the University of Maryland as part of Lefty Driesel's staff, becoming the first African-American coach in the Atlantic Coast Conference. This was a groundbreaking achievement, opening doors for future generations. March on Washington, Martin Luther King Jr. connection. One of the most remarkable moments of Raveling's life happened outside of basketball. On August 28, 1963, George Raveling volunteered as a security guard during the historic March on Washington. After Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, George asked if he could keep the typewritten pages. Dr. King handed them to him. That original copy became one of the most priceless artifacts of American history. Decades later, in 2021, Raveling loaned the document to Villanova University, ensuring it would be preserved for generations. Washington State coaching era, 1972-1983. In April 1972, Raveling became the first African-American head basketball coach in the Pac-Eight Conference, leading Washington State University. He spent over a decade there, guiding the team to 2 NCAA tournament appearances, including their first since 1941. His leadership developed future NBA players like James Donaldson and Craig Elo. Iowa years, 1983-1986. In 1983, Raveling became head coach at the University of Iowa, succeeding the legendary Lute Olson. During his 3 years, he led the Hawkeyes to 2 NCAA tournament berths and recruited future NBA stars like B.J. Armstrong and Roy Marble. He also served as an assistant coach for Team USA in the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles, where the squad, featuring Michael Jordan, won the gold medal. USC coaching era, 1986-1994. In March 1986, George moved to the University of Southern California. He led the Trojans to multiple NCAA tournament appearances and earned several Coach of the Year honors, including the prestigious Kodak National Coach of the Year award in 1992. However, his coaching career was cut short. In September 1994, Raveling survived a serious car accident that left him with broken ribs, fractures, and a collapsed lung. After months of rehabilitation, he retired from coaching at the age of 57. Nike career, post-coaching life. After stepping away from coaching, Raveling became Nike's Director of International Basketball and later the company's Global Basketball Sports Marketing Director. In this role, he influenced the brand's relationships with athletes worldwide and left a lasting impact on the globalization of basketball. He also wrote books, worked as a commentator for major sports networks, and continued inspiring young coaches and athletes across the world. Awards, honors. George Raveling received countless honors, including the John W. Bunn Lifetime Achievement Award in 2013, induction into the College Basketball Hall of Fame in 2013, induction into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2015. Cause of death: George Raveling passed away peacefully on September 2, 2025, at the age of 88. His family confirmed that the cause of death was natural causes related to age. Personal life, family. George Raveling was known as a private yet deeply family-oriented man. He was married and had children, grandchildren, and a close extended family who supported him throughout his career. Beyond basketball and business, he cherished spending time with his loved ones. Net worth, lifestyle. At the time of his passing, George Raveling's estimated net worth was around $5 million. His wealth came from decades of coaching, his executive career at Nike, speaking engagements, and book royalties. Despite his success, he lived a humble life, always prioritizing mentorship and education over luxury. Legacy, final tribute. George Raveling's legacy goes far beyond the game of basketball. He was a pioneer, a teacher, and a man who used every opportunity to uplift others. From breaking barriers as one of the first African American coaches in major conferences to mentoring young athletes who went on to become stars, his influence reached far beyond the court. He will forever be remembered as the guardian of history, the man who held the original "I Have a Dream" speech and chose to preserve it for future generations rather than profit from it. That decision alone showed his character, a man who valued purpose above wealth. As Nike's global basketball ambassador, he helped shape the sport's rise across the world, guiding relationships with athletes and spreading the game to millions. Yet through all the accolades, awards, and honors, he remained humble, always encouraging others to learn, grow, and lead with integrity. George Raveling's passing leaves a void, but his story will continue to inspire athletes, coaches, and dreamers everywhere. His life proved that greatness is not just about victories, but about the lives we touch along the way. Rest in peace, Coach Raveling. Your impact will never be forgotten.